seeking.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know about me. He doesn't know. He doesn't know about me.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Get that little right. You gotta wake up this morning. Wake up with some intention in your life. All right, here we go. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. My special guest is here with me in the building. We are up early in the morning.
Real early.
Real early. Not too early.
I'm
Like we
still-
live. See, she's still waking up. She's still
wiping
doing
the
this right
sleep
here.
out my ass.
Welcome everyone to another episode of In Tune with T Mill. And we are here from the Rocket City. You will now be encouraged and entertained. Nothing will change until you change something. And we are here to change the status quo one more time. I got a special guest, the owner, the creator, the founder of AC Squared Jewelry and Radical Affairs magazine. Y'all didn't even know she had a magazine. We're going to put you on game about how to get in. And she's also a big supporter of what we're doing here at Listen to Your Neighbors, Volume 1, Volume 2, all the volumes, because we're going to keep this thing rolling into 2026. Please welcome my guest, Miss Adriana. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good.
This morning, rather.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yes. Glad to be here. You might have saw us doing this a couple days ago, but we had to run it back one more time. And we're here to talk about living with intention, living with purpose, and going into a new year is pretty exciting. So how do you feel about your business? And you got some announcements coming up and like what you got going on for the new year. But how do you feel about going into the new year?
Hopeful. I'm very hopeful. Blessed and grateful.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like just going with the wind and seeing where it takes me. But I know God has this purpose for me, so I'm going to keep going down that path.
Absolutely. And you have to, because if there is anything that this year has taught us is that anything is possible. Like you can literally do anything you want. And it's all a matter of, do you want it bad enough? Like, do you want to actually do it, or do you want to say that you're doing it?
Right.
You know, because there's a lot of people that say they want success or they say they want to start something and it sounds great.
Sounds excellent.
But until you actually do it, it's just a dream.
Like, especially with the ups and downs of everything too, because it's like, you know, you see everybody else out here, oh, well, they doing this, they doing the same thing I'm doing, they thriving. How come I'm not there yet? It's like, well, your journey's not the same as theirs. You have to work for it just like they had to work for it.
Absolutely.
So-
What would you say is one of the biggest challenges you're proud of overcoming?
So I've never been an introvert, but these last 6-7 years, let's make it 10 years, I turned into an introvert. So being able to actually like put myself out there and be an extrovert again, I'm proud of that, because it's not as scary as I had made it seem.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
like you thought
it wasn't. It wasn't.
wasn't that
It
bad at
wasn't
all.
At all. So like being able to just kind of find myself again and put myself out there, whether it's with AC Squared Jewelry and now putting myself out there with Radical Affairs again, it's just like, we pushing. Like, let's go. We got to
Yeah.
talk to the people.
Absolutely. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
And who better than AC Squared Jewelry? If you're just joining us and you have any questions, make sure you put them in the comments. I want to talk about with the waist beads and the intention and intentionality that you put into that. And that's a real thing, because I think if you do anything without intention, where's it going? Like, what's the purpose for? Like, what are you doing it for? So I think they're a great reminder, or an empowerment, or a tool, or just something to remind you of being intentional. So for you, talk about the beads and just the power that they have in them, and just what they represent, why they're so important to you.
So this just came to my head. This new, right? So we say prayers all the time. We also write in our journal what we want. You can use our waist beads and our bracelets just the same way. You can pray over them. You can put whatever manifestation, like mine, they each one have something different. So like they've actually helped me overcome that introvert fear that I've had. By just placing that intention and that prayer, the manifestation, and all those beautiful gems together, so that way I can proceed forward. Because like with your journal, sometimes you don't want to go back and look at what you wrote. I just look at these and be like, okay, we know where we're going, and I like the way they sound too. So like I'll catch myself like going through it, just like when you get good paper. The same thing, like, ooh, this gonna sound real good once I start writing on this. So it's kind of like the same concept, but you don't have to write it. You say it, you speak it, you put it out to the universe, just like a prayer. So yeah, I feel like that's probably a good way to kind of explain how to use waist beads. Yeah. Even if you're not gonna use them for like weight loss, you know, all that stuff, because people use them for that too.
And you can find a lot of those services at acsquaredjewelryllc.com, and check out the website. Or if you see her out and about at some of these events, you can pull up everywhere. You do be outside. You don't be trying. Like Adriana be everywhere.
I be trying.
I think you got a twin. Like I'm convinced. Like you got a twin sister that's just out here, or you done figured out AI where you got like an avatar or something. Because I'm like, yo, she's here. She's 3 places in one night. Yeah. It makes no sense. And it's important that people see representation. And I think about the little girl who was you at one point. You know what I mean? Like coming up and trying to find your way, and then you see someone, you see yourself in someone. Like you see yourself in an older woman, or a younger, older woman, and you're just like, hey, that's where I want to be, or that's kind of where I want to go. And you start to follow that. But until you see that, you're not going to have anything to aspire to.
Life lessons will do it too for you.
Yeah.
Life lessons will
say that again. Life lessons. Woo!
It'll knock you on your butt, and then you have to like figure it out. Because I know for me, like having my son, that was my biggest life lesson, trying to figure it out. And I'm like, okay, well, we need to do something for us too. Like, you know, you don't want to feel empty and you're trying to take care of a kid and you're only giving him 25%. Like, you're going to have to push. So AC Squared Jewelry kind of gave me that push to do that. And then I kind of grew into the person that I am today.
Absolutely.
All because of it, yeah.
Okay.
Them life experiences will get you.
It's real out here in the street. Come on. All right, so let's talk about Radical Affairs Magazine. We're talking to Adriana, the owner, founder of AC Squared Jewelry and Radical Affairs Magazine. And this is not your first issue. So Radical Affairs has been around for a minute, and I want you to talk about what is Radical Affairs, the magazine, and what can we look forward to in the issue of 2026?
So back then in 2014, Radical Affairs was just like a platform for the
2014?
2014.
2014?
Yes. I wanted to kind of like give the underground another outlet of where they can be seen. You had Concrete Magazine, of course.
Shout out to Concrete.
All sorts of other ways for them too, but you know, magazines was popping back then. So like I was like, well, I wanted to get in that lane. So then it was just for, you know, your underground, whether it was music, models, upcoming writers, just something different. Now, with everything that I've learned from AC Square Jewelry to wanting to build a community to seeing that there's not a space here for us to learn about different things that we know of. We like to,
There's a lot
partake
going
in.
on.
Man,
a lot.
especially when it comes down to wellness and healing, because a lot of people sit here and it's like, okay, well, we could just go to church for this, or we could go to the gym for this, but there's so much other. So like deep diving with the history of yoga, or a sound bath. If you haven't done a sound bath, if you like music, you're gonna love a sound bath.
Wow.
For sure. Just kind of getting that mindfulness, a lot of stuff that I feel like in our community we did not have back then, we're kind of getting into deeply, kind of giving people that option to see that, as well as still sticking to, we got the underground artists, the upcoming models, the events in the area. So it's a whole community for us.
Yeah.
So like, to me, Radical Affairs now is like straight, like strength for the Black community, even though we'll be accepting to other communities as well, but I wanted this to be strictly for us.
We
for
got
sure.
to. We have to do something for us, because who else will?
Yeah.
It's just like, I always give the example of when you're going out in the grocery store and you go down the bread aisle. There's 900 different brands of bread that you can get, but they're all bread.
Yeah.
Some of it's keto bread, some of it's white bread, wheat
they
bread,
all made the
veggie
same.
bread, and it's all made the same. Sourdough bread, pita bread, like all these different things. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're fronting on this person because you don't have this bread, or like you serve all, but again,
Yeah.
you have those sections where it's like, all right, this is the Indian section of the store, or this is the Mexican, or
Yeah.
whatever section of the store, because it's hard to find those things unless you have a Mexican grocery store or a Caribbean grocery store. You have sections in the store
Yeah.
for you to specifically go to and find it, because otherwise, where are you going to find it? So you
Right.
have to have Black magazines, or Black and Brown, or magazines of the diaspora, and magazines of this, and you got to talk to those people and call it that, so that way they can find it easy.
Yeah. Because I mean, you got Ebony Magazine. We don't have Jet anymore, but you had
Don't
your
have Jet.
magazines like that, but money kind of talks louder, so it kind of seems like it's integrating in everybody's space, and it's like, well, what about us? I mean, like, we're pushing, Black. Why can't we continue to keep doing that? And I just feel like this is what we need here for us, because we have so much going on.
It's a lot. Like
We
every
have
time you turn
so
around,
much going
it's a
on.
lot. Ray Vaughn, what's happening? I see Ray Vaughn with the Talk with Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn, you definitely need to get Adriana on the show.
Yeah.
We're talking about she's the owner, founder of AC Square Jewelry and Radical Affairs Magazine. When is the next issue of Radical Affairs Magazine coming out?
So the first issue will be in January. I've already started plotting, planning, and moving full force. I'm pushing for January 15th for that first issue. So I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
You gotta be nervous, because like if you're not nervous, that means you
ain't doing something right.
you ain't doing something.
Ain't
right.
doing something right. It's too easy. Too easy.
Now, what can we expect in this first in this issue that's coming out, and how can people? First of all, let's get the money behind it, like, because everything else will come. Let's talk about sponsors and advertising. Some of the solutions you're offering for businesses or folks that want to get back to that support a magazine and support that information. Because here's the thing, we could talk about what a magazine didn't make it and what magazine wasn't here, but the truth of the matter is, again, it was money. You know, like, and some of them didn't pivot the right way, like when internet was coming out and blogs and all of this, and they were just stuck in print and they weren't transitioning to digital.
Yeah.
Well, the same thing is like, now everybody's digital, but at the same time, some people like picking up paper,
yeah, picking up a
or
piece of
pages,
paper and
and
just-
turning the pages. Like I still
I know
buy
I do.
magazines. Like I still buy like magazines and newspapers. I still buy them.
They don't give you the coupons in the newspapers like they used to.
Say,
But
well, they got some
want you to
deals
go-
in there now. Like, you got
they
a
want
couple
you to go
deals.
online, though.
Yeah, if I'm looking for something for the little Lowski, I hit up that little classified section. Son need a new car. It's like, we about to hit this classified section.
Right.
Go see this car up in Wyoming, Tennessee for $1,200. And they ain't on Facebook Marketplace. But let's talk to the businesses that are looking for a space to advertise, or the solutions that you're providing for businesses in your magazine.
Yeah, so I do have some low pricing for it. You can look me up, send me a message. I can send you the form. I did a form.
Come on, I saw that. I said, yo, she got the form. She was just talking about the form.
I got
she
the
finally
form,
got it.
especially like if you wanted to like have your own little piece in there. The form has all of the details that you need. It just kind of breaks everything down. I also did not want to. I'm not even gonna lie. So I used ChatGPT to kind of help me price it, and I was like, these are absurd prices.
Well, see, here's the thing. Before you think about the prices, before you continue, don't feel no type of way about using Chat. That's what it's supposed to do.
Matt, look.
That's what you're supposed. The people that are not using ChatGPT, they should be feeling some type of way, because it shouldn't be like, oh well, I kind of used it. There's nothing to apologize for. There's
Yeah.
nothing to feel ashamed about. It is a tool that we have to use. But go ahead.
Yeah, like they were trying to charge $200, $300, $400. I was like, okay, hey, we're still kind of new. Like we don't want to scare them off. I mean, eventually I know I'll get there, probably year 2, maybe year 3. But I want it to be affordable, because when it comes down to the new businesses that are coming out, advertising and trying to get yourself anywhere is already expensive. So having a space where it's like, okay, well, I got you. Like, let's work on something and get you good to go, and put you in places that you didn't know you were gonna be. Like, I just found out my nail tech said I can put my magazine in her shop. So I was like,
Come on.
that's the first one. Let's go.
And you need to talk to Mario. Talk to Mario Maitland here at the
Yeah.
conservatory about putting some magazines here in the listening room, putting them in the conservatory, because there's parents, students, kids of all ages,
Yeah.
that need this. When them parents are sitting up there and
wait,
waiting
they
in
need
the
something
lobby,
to look at.
they need something to watch. They don't want to watch, they love Gracie's Corner, but they tired of watching.
Man.
They're like, I can see this at home, so they on their phone.
Gracie's
But
Corner.
if you make it, shout out to Gracie's Corner.
Yeah.
And if you put a magazine in front of them with information about what's around them, I think that'll be great. You know, and they can see those issues. And you got kids, for instance, that have grown up here that are now teaching here. Now, that says a lot about Mario's age, because Mario been here since the beginning. He built this place. Like, both of us the same age. Like, we both old, but I'm just putting it on him. But,
now we both old.
Yeah, we both getting a little up there. But there's students that he's trained, where now they're teachers. Like, they grew up here, and they have like all of these different experiences, and it says a lot, because we see these parents in here for 10, 11, like 10 years is a long time in a child's life. So if you think about Essence, Ebony, any of those magazines, Right On and Jet, those magazines were like a place where you could go to find who was talking to you. So I think there should be more businesses that should shop with you and that should do business with you, because one, you're starting out at an affordable price.
Yes.
And I'm just putting this out there, $200 is definitely affordable. So ChatGPT ain't tripping too much, but you definitely want to start somewhere, and it'll get to that. But I think building the community of people that have the magazines in their shop, like I know of 5 places right now where I'm like, I know I frequent, that I would love to see your magazine in the shop, and I would love to call them up, hit them up and be like, yo, do you have this magazine in your shop? And then again, it becomes a staple.
Yeah.
Where it's like, if you see this magazine in someone's shop, that means that this shop supports the community.
Right,
You
and
know what they
it's-
stand for.
Yeah, and it could be just, even if I'm like out and like, okay, can I put this here? Like, you having that there, like, is meaningful. It's just like when we would put flyers up, for events back then. Like, being able to do that, and you're like, yeah, put that over there. Like, that word of mouth meant a lot.
A lot. And you have a lot of people, believe it or not, that
Yeah.
are not on social media.
Yeah.
And then some folks that have left social media because they're just like, I'm
it's
done
too
with it. I'm
toxic.
over with it. It's too much. Or
Yeah.
I'm on to the next thing. And I mean, these are successful people. These aren't just people that are weird or what. Like,
Right.
there's people that are making money
Yeah.
that aren't on social media, and they're just not subscribed to that. And so they get their information in different mediums in different ways. And then there's a whole, like you said, there's a whole nother community of people that are just not tapped into the same circles that we are. So I got an idea. Well, I'll tell you about that idea off the air because I don't want nobody to take it. It's crazy. Like, when you hear this idea, you'll be like, yo, all right,
Right,
I
that's
love
an idea.
because I want to see this magazine. And if you're watching and you have a brick and mortar
I feel
store,
like I need to be turned for this. Hold on.
brick and mortar, if you have a store that you have a door and a key to, you need to call Adriana. You need to call her right now because if you care about the community, if you're trying to reach the community, if you're trying to reach new customers, if you have a store,
Yeah.
bet on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, just try it, and let's get back to that community aspect. Let's get back to that village mindset where we're
Yeah.
all supporting one another, because then you could have your coupons. The only place you can get that coupon is in her magazine.
Telling
The
you.
only place you're gonna know about the holiday party is in her magazine. The only place you're gonna know about the special event that's happening, or things that you're getting to people before it goes to social media,
Yeah.
is in the magazine. And try it out, because you're gonna get more foot traffic. You're gonna get more customers that are dialed in specifically for your business and not just through social media and they're just scrolling. It's a different experience.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because, I mean, that death scroll, you just be.
Just going for no reason. I have every intention about shopping with these places that I'm just
Right.
thumbing through and just going there. And then I'm like, I
Where-
look and
where'd
I
it
look at my
go?
saved, because I saved everything. I'm like, I got 900 tabs that I saved, and I
Right.
ain't checked out none of these.
Ain't looked at nothing. Like, what?
And I'll be missing some good stuff because I'm like, I had every intention of going to that event or shopping at that place or whatever.
Yeah.
So I want y'all to shop and get in touch with Adriana about Radical Affairs magazine. Tell them again when it's dropping and where can they get their issues at.
So definitely January 15th. I'm really pushing for that date. It's my son's birthday too, so I'm pushing for that date. If
Happy
it
birthday,
does,
King.
it'll be it's gonna be in January if I don't make it on the 15th. I know that for sure. It's gonna be a quarterly issue, so it's gonna go with the seasons because each season brings something different. And when I was thinking of all of this, I was like, that's gonna be that's where AC squared comes in, because it's gonna be intentional. It's not gonna be something. So like if you have events that's going on in, February, March, April, right before that spring issue, like you can put your event in this issue of the magazine for the spring. So that way you've already started promoting it
Come
ahead of
on.
time, instead of, okay, I'm about to just bum rush it, start doing it now. Like for instance, Swan with the Taste of Soul. So he's already started promoting his stuff. Like he started promoting the day after for next year.
Come on.
So it's like, you know about it, but stuff like events like that, you won't have to worry because you're promoting it. And
Yeah, it's
something
getting on
that's going
people's
to be
conscience.
yearly. Yeah. But if
Yeah.
you have the four phases of R&B, say you just decided, okay, we're going to do this time. I'm not going to start promoting. I'm in that planning stage of how I want to do everything. Well, we can go ahead and start throwing them in there,
Yep.
letting them know about it, putting as coming soon or, something of that nature. I definitely want to get a lot of the healers in the area, whether it's Reiki, sound bowl, all that stuff. Like, cause it's a business out there for that, and it's a growing community for it.
I think one thing. So also, I think. Do you also have staff or people that you're gonna start, like people that you need on your team, or?
So right now it's just me and my friend Curtis, who we did Radical Affairs. He's pretty much on the music side because that's what he's really good at.
Yeah.
So I let him, do all of that. But he kind of is like, "Hey, Adriana, we should do this, we should do that," and I'm like, "Well, let's go."
Yeah.
So it's just me and him right now. So I'm like, I could definitely go for a staff. I need
Colleges,
people who wants to
interns,
write.
come on.
Yeah, just even if it's like a small little section of a poem that you're just like, well, I want to put this out to see what is it gonna do, what impact it'll make. So I would like everybody, honestly.
I want to see this work. I really want to see this work and become something that people are looking forward to, and that becomes a staple again. Because here's the thing. There's going to be a group of kids and probably adults that grow up and just are not going to know how to read a page. Like you put a page in their hand or a book or a magazine, and they not going to know what to do with it. It's going to be like, the new computer to them.
Yeah.
So like that's scary because there's a medium, we consume things by our eyes, all of our senses, touch, smell, taste, all that. But if we're just, scrolling and doing, social media and doing this all day long, first of all, you're going to get arthritis because then you looking down. And I teach a class every day, 4 days a week, and going to a reflexologist and physiotherapy, not realizing like how bad of a posture I was building and doing this, looking down all day long. And doing this and this and this and this, and then wondering why all this is jacked up. And then I'm going to my class and I'm just and I have 30 people, 15, 18 people, and they're all like this, just doing like, and I'm going, man, put your neck up, like look like this. And like even my kids will be walking around and like, all right, Braden, straighten up. And he's walking, he's like, oh yeah, all right. Because I'm like, that's 10 pounds. That's a 10-pound bowling ball on your shoulders that you're just, doing this. And I think there's a medium of reading pages, reading magazines, and being disconnected that just does something great for you, where you can just, again, instead of texting someone, I tell my kids all the time, like, call that person. They'll be having a full-on text conversation, just text. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Just get on the phone and call this person.
Sometimes I'll be wanting to talk to nobody. I'll be like, I'll text you, but you...
Yeah, but I mean, it'll be a whole conversation. I'm like, this is a 2-minute conversation that you're stretching out in 38 texts. Like somebody will text me and ask me a question, and I'll call them immediately. And they're like, well, I didn't want to bother you. No, what do you want? Like, what do you need? Like, what are you trying to ask me? Because I don't want to go back and forth with this text.
Right.
Like, let's get this.
Folks be trying to keep receipts on what's going on. Because I noticed lately, like, especially on social media, a lot of hairstylists are getting in trouble with their clients because they're texting them saying one thing and then they go and get their hair done and then it's a completely different price.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
I was like, what is going on?
Yo, hair. You know how many hair salons we have, how many barbershops we have around here, that if you became the source for, hear me out, if you became like the resource for great customers that rewarded, customers for great salons and so on and so forth, or just having great salons in your magazine, not just every salon, but the ones that really about their business, and you start to build that clientele of people that know when they see a salon in your magazine, they know, oh no, this one is the one. Like, this ain't no janky salon.
Right.
Or this ain't that salon that I could run off on the plug. Or, they not that one you're going to try them with this one.
Right.
Like, you're not about to run off on this one. But at the same time, they represent quality. and you could just there's so many ideas I got
Look,
like, for this magazine.
I like that.
So
I
look,
like that.
tell them
yeah.
again where the magazine is coming out, when the magazine is coming out, and how they can be a part of the magazine.
So like I said, I have 2 forms. You can just look up Radical Affairs
She got the
magazine,
forms.
yeah,
Come on.
and you can fill out the forms, like whether if you want to do advertisement or there's even a space for people who want to just kind of just submit something, and me and Curtis will look at it and see if it fits with the magazine issue. Of course, the first one, it's Roots and Revival, because during the wintertime we kind of hunker down and hibernate. So we're planning on how we're going to ground our roots and then come back for that big revival in the spring for the new year. So like depending on if that piece is gonna work with that, then we'll use it and we'll let you know. And that one's free because you're just submitting something. Then we also have people who are sponsoring. So like my first issue, our cover is Dizzy.
Come on,
So-
Dizzy. Yeah, let's go.
Dizzy has been a part of, everything that I've done in my life, at least since 2012, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be able to have that opportunity to not only thank him and see like the growth that he's had
He's at, man.
within these
look.
last couple of years. Because if Dizzy out, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna be there. Because that's an artist.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna support. So watching with everything that he's had go on, from his family to friends to losing a close friend, like I wanted to be able to have people kind of learn and get deeper with the artist. So just like with your listen to your neighbors, like your artists are giving stories and backstories behind their songs. Well, you're gonna get a backstory behind whoever's on that cover.
Yeah, I love it, because here's the thing. That's a place where it's a different connection with magazines. There's just something magical about reading a story or discovering something that is nowhere else but in that magazine. And I challenge the artists, anyone that interviews with a magazine, I don't care what magazine it is, I do, but whatever magazine you're talking to, give them something exclusive
Yeah.
that they're not going to find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Because if you're just doing the same old interview that you did 5 other times, start to and ask them, like, when they come to you for an interview, tell them, hey, look, you know what? I've done 7 interviews about this. I want to give you something exclusive. I want to talk about this that I haven't talked about anywhere else. And now, if they want to talk about the other 12 interviews that you've done that's out there and they just want to, cool, that's
Right.
fine. But offer them that to say, look, I've talked about my career, 13, 40 times, but
Yeah.
I got this EP that I hadn't put out yet. Let's talk about it here, and I'll talk about, whatever. I'll give you the secret recipes of, like whatever it is. So do that and give these magazines something exclusive. Give them a different story that they're not going to find anywhere else.
But then again, you have to take it like the magazine has to challenge the artist too, or whoever they're interviewing. Like, that was my thing. I wanted it to be a challenge. I want you to sit back and be like, wait, let me really think about this before I just answer it. Like, I want to get deep, and like it's gonna move very intentional, because you may figure something else that you didn't know, or like you put back in the closet and you're just like, oh wait, I forgot about that. Now I need to do this, and this, because this was killing it then.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything is purposeful. So like, whether you learn something new about yourself from the interview, that you just were like, it's been back here, but now I see it, now it makes sense. Like, I learned something new that I can do. Let's roll with it.
Now, the magazine, it's going to be, like, is it going to be also So it's like, how are people going to like either order it to get a paper copy, or is it like they're gonna order it and it'll be online, or like
So
how's that
I'm gonna
work?
do both. So I'm gonna offer a digital one, and then also. But a lot of the stuff that they have to kind of like combine that to where it ships it out print service wise, they don't offer that much. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go back to what I was using the first time, which was MagCloud, and just have the digital copy there, and then if they want to print, they can print it off of there.
Cool. And I think we got to come up with something. If you're just watching us and if you're just joining in, we're talking to the owner, the founder of AC Squared Jewelry and Radical Affairs magazine. You're also watching our Listen to Your Neighbors Volume 3 promotional reel. You're going to see some of the sponsors and some of the folks that are going to be featured in Volume 3. If you're watching here on Facebook or YouTube, drop your name in the chat room so we can also shout you out. But we're talking about this magazine, and it's coming out in January. The issue's going to drop first. And if you have a business, I want you to reach out to Adriana to figure out how to get the magazine in your business. And here's the thing, you don't have to do 30 copies, in the store. Like, you could do 5. But here's the thing, in each one of those 5, there's something a little exclusive. Because if the business calls you and they're like, yo, we ran out, like we need some more. It's only 5.
Yeah.
You give them another 5, until it just starts to become, yo, you're going to have to bring more than 5. 'Cause I got like, there's 30 people coming in here every week. But if you throw 30 in there, and then people are just picking them up and they're just there, and then you're wasting money on print and so on and so forth. But now, if you got a coupon in there for like Mr. Moppet Barbecue, like, 30% off, or like, here's the thing. All right, Mr. Moppet Barbecue, I'm talking to some of y'all business. I'm gonna give y'all one for free. All right, here you go. Boom.
Yeah.
You advertise and you say, look, I'm going to sponsor 30 magazines, and I'm going to put a $5, $10 plate in 30 of these magazines. So of these 30, if they come to me with that magazine and they show me that coupon in there or whatever, that's a $10, that's a free meal right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a free meal that they just did. Now, you've paid Adriana, you paid for the sponsorship and this, that, and the other, but that way those 10, 20 magazines, they're exclusive.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody throwing away that $10 coupon.
They're not going to throw away the $10 coupon.
That's going to be something so that could be one thing, you know what I mean? And then you kind of partner with the businesses to say, I'm going to tell you that one later, because that's the one I was on. I can't even give y'all that one. I can't give y'all that one right now. So make sure, where can they get in contact with you, and where can they find you at for this next issue?
So you can get in contact with me. You can either send me a message on Facebook, or you can send me a message. You know what? You can text me. Text me first, please, because if it's a strange number, I'm not going to answer it.
You ain't going to answer it? You're going to say spam likely.
But you can send me a message at 256-542-7156 or 256-617-4645.
Outstanding.
Either one of those, send me a message. You can find me on Facebook, of course. You can find me on Instagram, of course. So definitely just look me up. Like, I'm real easy to find, which is crazy because I'm like,
because you be everywhere. Like, of course.
I can put AC Squared. I make sure I like clear my browser history and all that just to see what pops up just in case. But it's always me. So
come on. Yeah.
like,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
What's up. Yeah.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for being here this afternoon, this morning.
Absolutely.
As we're here
Look,
live.
he tried to push the day at the end. It's bedtime now.
It's been right.
8 o'clock. It's time for me to get
This
underneath
is time
my
change,
blanket.
man. Like, this time change is weird. Like, I can't stand this time of year, because it's like, I love the winter. Winter's my favorite time of year. fall, all that good stuff, but that
I
time
don't.
change got to go.
I need spring, summer. I need heat.
Oh man, no. See, she outside, and so I'll take the spring, but that 80, 90 degree. No, you can have that.
Give me the heat.
Like my house stay on 65. Anything over that, we can't do it. Like I no. Like I love the summer for what it represents, but nah, I got to come outside in the wintertime.
Dry heat would be perfect. Not this humid heat. Give me
right.
Dry heat. Like,
Come on. Well, thank you for pulling up, and thank you for doing this. And if y'all have any questions, drop them in the chat room. If you want to get in contact with her to be in the magazine for Radical Affairs, or if you have questions about where to, I would really like a business to get in contact with you. Please let me know if you've contacted her and said, hey, I've got it in my business. Like, I definitely want you to get in touch with Mario and ask him about getting it here. Because again, there's all types of people that are, coming in and out of here that are, and I got a couple other businesses that I want you to get in touch with. But I would love to hear about a business that was like, hey, I watched it here and I got in contact with her. Boom, we got 5 issues coming to the store and to the shop. So definitely support, because this is something new and this could be great if we build it up. And I look forward to seeing the issue come out in January.
Look, it's just like a kid. It takes a village to raise. So, the same thing with businesses. Like, it's who you know, how you use things, how you use the people that you're around. Hopefully you're using them for good, not for bad people.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Come on.
Because what you put into the atmosphere is what you get back. So, just know karma gets you.
For sure. Be safe out here, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to make sure that y'all are also tuned in to, you see here on the screen, we've got Charmed Moto Sisters. I've got that interview coming out. It's out right now. You can also check that out for Listen to Your Neighbors Volume 3. Get your tickets right now. Lana White in the Heights on December 6th. And Adriana has been here for all of our Listen to Your Neighbors series, so she knows the vibe and what it looks like, what it feels like, and I hope that you have a chance.
Wait to see what's going on this go around. I can't wait.
We're going to have a nice time. Big shout out to Elite Mixes. They're coming up with a drink. We had the DMR Soul and Cassandra Mitchell drink at the last one. Now they've got a Lana White in the Heights type of situation. All I know is rum is in it. I just know there's some rum in one of them and some whiskey in another one. But I know rum is probably the biggest one, which, I'm not a big fan of, but I'm going to try to drink. Like, I kind of support. So I'm working that night, so I can't do too much. Right. But also thank you to all the sponsors, Modern Ink, and a lot of the sponsors that you see here at the bottom of the screen. We got also Healthy Living and Wine, the Maitland Conservatory, of course, I Express Jeans, also Element Realty, and Cars Collision LLC, Cars Collision Center, and Gonzo Promotions. Big shout out to Gonzo Promotions because they came through with Blue Oak Barbecue. Did you get some of that barbecue?
Yes, we did at the house. We got a whole bunch of barbecue.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Look, we had so much barbecue. There were 2 barbecue sponsors that came on board for this one, and hopefully both of them are coming back. And we want to see you come out. And big shout out to S&S Custom Creations. Every ticket that you buy for Listen to Your Neighbors Volume 3 comes with a show t-shirt. So you buy a ticket, general admission, you get a t-shirt. You buy a show ticket for VIP, you get a t-shirt. And a little something else in there for the VIP. But everybody gets a t-shirt when you buy your ticket. So get your ticket. Get your ticket now so she can get those t-shirt sizes in, because we want to make sure that you have your shirt for the show. We want you to show up to the show with your shirt. So make sure you get that in there as well. Shout out to the Gym HSV. Shout out to Mr. Moppet Barbecue, WP Review Slider Pro, and Listen to Your Neighbors Volume 3, December 6th is presented by Sarai Sessions. So thank you guys for coming in and tuning in with us. Please share this and get in contact with Adriana for these Radical Affairs, and also Listen to Your Neighbors, and also AC Squared Jewelry to make sure you shop with her. Adriana, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. Anytime.
Anytime. Daytime, nighttime.
Right.
Let's go.